What's up, everybody? I'm JC.
I'm Brittany.
And you're listening to Just Breathing Home Edition. Yeah. How's your day been?
It has been crazy.
Yeah.
But it's been good. It's been a good day.
Yeah. We got snow.
We got lots of snow, and so I got to play with the kids outside.
I know you were out for a while with Addie.
Yeah, Addie, and she didn't want to come in. I was the one who wanted to come in because I was getting cold. My pants and socks were all wet.
Yeah. That's been one of my favorite things about the snow so far is how Addie has just like gone 1,000% into being cool with snow.
She loves it.
Yeah, I mean, this morning I sent them all outside, and immediately she gets off the deck and she just falls into the snow.
That's so sweet.
And she just starts like swimming through it, and it was great.
It's so cute.
It was great.
She's our adventurous one.
Yeah.
She's just like, let's do this.
Now she is.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the strange things about, I think, all of our kids so far. I mean, Elijah, we haven't gotten to see so much because it's only 3.
Right.
But all of our kids have kind of gone through these weird stages, I guess is the right word.
Like just a phase.
Yeah, phases.
Yeah.
Where they'll be all into roller coasters and want to go on every ride at the beach, you know, go into the water as far as they can, you know, brave the ocean. And then the next year, they're a completely different person.
Yeah. Addie just had 1 year like that.
She did.
And then she went back to her normal self.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because she was our brave girl.
Yeah.
She was our brave girl. And then all of a sudden, everything was
scary. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
I don't know if that's like a nature nurture thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think she wasn't she 3 that year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was like scared of everything.
And you could like make an assumption, I guess, by age. But I don't know. I don't really think Elijah's gone through that.
No.
He loves the rides.
Yeah, he likes the rides.
So it's weird. But Brom went through that though.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Brom went through that same sort of scared phase.
Yeah.
Still has glimmers of that.
I was going to say that was like, it's like kind of a lingering.
Yeah. Addie has definitely surpassed him in terms of braveness.
Brom thinks things through a lot more, I think.
Wow, that might be his downfall, right?
Yeah.
That might be the reason why.
Yeah.
Because he definitely is calculating, like when it was still snowing and we went out there to sled the first time.
Yeah.
You know, he saw me go and I went pretty fast the first time down.
Right.
Like I ran up that hill and I just went down. I was like, look. And yeah, I think he saw me and he was like, yeah, I don't know about this anymore. Like he was running after me to go up that hill. And then he saw me go down and he's like, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, he didn't go with me once.
Yeah.
Yesterday or today, not once.
He did go though. He went with me one time. And he liked it though.
Yeah. I saw him go. Okay, so I shouldn't say that. He didn't go with me at all. But he did go down like this hill right here that's usually covered with sticks.
Yeah.
It's still pretty steep for people who are listening. But yeah, he did that once that I saw.
Yeah.
And he looked like he had fun, but then he didn't do it again.
It's so interesting to me. Just the way in which they are calculated, you know what I mean? Like in the way that each of them sort of process new scenarios, new obstacles, all those types of things, you know. And that's what I look at when we go to the beach and we see the rides and we see the ocean, you know, every single instance is different.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, and you can see the wheels, the cogs in their minds just going.
Except for Brahm, you just hear his cogs going.
Yeah, he just says everything out loud. Yeah, he's like breaking it down for you. He's just giving you the whole rundown on why this is a bad idea, why he could never do this ever for the rest of his life. He gives a lot of ultimatums too.
Yes, he does.
And that's pretty great. But you know what? I have enjoyed snow.
Yeah, it's been
this
awesome.
year. And I think a huge reason of that is just teleworking. Because I didn't have to like wake up at 5 or something this morning and shovel the driveway or snow blow it or whatever you want to call it.
That would have been awful. That was a lot of snow to do in the morning.
That was a lot.
So we didn't.
And our snow blower is extremely loud because it's old.
I heard it, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it working okay?
It was doing all right.
Okay.
It was doing all right.
I didn't know if it was because it was so deep that it sounded like it was struggling.
That's kind of my stupidity because I didn't get it serviced this year.
Oh yeah. Well, I have to set a reminder or else.
I mean, it's just last year was such a weird winter.
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be, I had friends saying, you know, the Farmer's Almanac.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Farmer's Almanac.
Right.
It's going to be bad.
And we did have like 2 or 3 snowstorms, right?
But
then that was it.
We had 2 or 3 snows.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call them like storms.
Right.
You know, I mean, like, did we even break a foot last year?
I don't know. I can't remember.
We had some ice. There was that one, was it last year that there was the one day that was really bad ice-wise?
I can't remember.
Like it just kind of it really layered the roads with ice.
I can't remember what year that was.
I don't remember.
I feel like they all rolled together.
Yeah, a little bit.
But this year I feel like we won't forget because it was relaxing. Especially because like my work days have changed.
Yeah.
So like I didn't have to work today or yesterday. And so that was nice. None of us had to go anywhere.
Yeah. In this time zone, it gets dark so early. That's the only downside is I really tried to like make some time this morning to do something outside just because I knew I don't know it's not as fun to play in the snow in the dark.
No, it's not.
You know,
it's not the same.
So I did the driveway tonight, but I say tonight I did it at like 5,
but it felt like night.
But it was dark.
Yeah.
So, but then yesterday while it was still snowing, that was fun to do the sledding.
Yeah,
that was cool. And like, but this is just the first year when you don't have to do the driveway.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not something that is time sensitive. It's amazing what that does. It's amazing what that does.
So is snow magical again? Do you like it again?
I mean, I always thought it was pretty.
Yeah.
I always thought it looked great, especially where we live. It's a little more rural. There's a lot of trees. So it always looks pretty. You always have the snow, you know, frozen on the branches, and it looks great. But I don't know if the magic's back yet. Because I still had to do the driveway so we could leave tomorrow.
That's true.
So I don't know about magical yet. But it was much, much more enjoyable.
It was.
And I honestly compare this to, you know, I look at how the removal of time from that equation, like, or time sensitiveness, removing that from the equation created more enjoyment in the experience.
Yeah.
And I think of that with just our other aspects of our lives. You know,
that's a good point.
What other, like after this, like experiencing it and having it be such a tangible feeling, I'm like, okay, what other areas of my life is time sensitivity? Maybe it's something that I can't really get around, or maybe it is. Maybe it's something that I'm just not scheduling well, you know, scheduling out far enough, maybe giving myself time afterwards to work on it more or whatever, that could help me have more enjoyment in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes total sense.
So it's really opened my mind to that. And honestly, it's what we're doing right now. Like when we talked about it a little before recording this, just what days do we want these podcasts to come out?
Mm-hmm.
How much time do I want to give myself to work on these projects?
Right.
When are we going to schedule the times to record these podcasts so that I have a buffer?
Yes.
So that it's not a rush.
Right.
So that it's something that I can really play with.
Yeah.
Enjoy the process of editing these, putting them together, making intros and outros for them. I don't really want to give myself typically for the for the podcasts. I would give myself a night.
Right. Yeah.
Usually we would record it in the evening. I'd work on it that night. We don't have the fastest internet in the world.
Right.
So I would give myself plenty of time either to start the upload to YouTube that night or, as soon as I wake up in the morning, the video is finally, rendered so I can upload it to YouTube. So
that's a rush.
That wasn't working.
Yeah.
And that kind of feels like having to wake up in the morning and shovel the driveway.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? Like I had to wake up in the morning and there was no like relaxation.
No.
It was like got to remember to start uploading so that I can share it in the evening.
Yes.
Yeah. So I definitely have been thinking more about that, just in terms of freedom. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Like freedom of your time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt free over the past 2 days as the snow came through with my time.
Right.
I felt free to spend that time with my kids.
Yes.
Usually when there was snow and I would still have to get into the office, I would play with the kids a little bit. We'd do some snowball fights.
Right.
But like, I didn't spend a lot of time sledding last year.
No, you were just tired. You're like, let's just get this done with.
Well, it was just, it was a lot. The thing about last year that was really difficult was that it wasn't a lot of snow, but it was enough snow that shoveling had to be done.
Yes.
So it wasn't enough snow that I could use my snowblower.
There were a couple times last year that were it was a good amount and it was heavy, but it was too heavy.
Oh yeah, there was a couple times where it was slushy.
Because I remember working, like helping you, and I was like, "This is hard," but like it was so wet that you couldn't blow it with the snowblower. So.
Yeah. So it was just a backbreaker kind of year.
Yeah.
Very icy, very slushy. Yeah, but I kind of wanted to maybe just focus on that a little bit tonight. Just the fact that, and we've slowly tried to build this up in our lives, but I think this is such an important thing to talk more about, is just the fact that scheduling and disciplining yourself really gives you more freedom.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a new concept that I'm coming up with. That's a lot of people have talked about this. One guy, Jocko Willink, he's a retired Navy SEAL, and he wrote a book. Oh man, now I can't remember the name of the book.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Is that the name of the book?
Oh, I don't know. Is it the one?
I think that's just his motto.
It's the one you gave to your dad, right?
Yeah. Now I can't remember if that's actually the name of the book.
Oh no, I don't know what.
But I know that's a motto that he lives by. Is discipline equals freedom.
Right.
He's all about. He wakes up 4:30 in the morning. He's crazy. I tried that. Don't like it.
No.
Maybe when my kids are older.
Yeah,
maybe I'll try again. I still wake up a little early. But,
wake up really early.
Yeah. Wow. Compared to you.
Okay, there's many people that are like me, okay?
That's true.
If you want a happy person, then don't get me up early.
And I don't. No, I do not. But yeah, he gets up early. He works out first thing. And it's such a cool thing because he like gifts himself.
Yeah.
Afterwards, like, so he wakes up early enough that he can work out and then earn his right to go to the beach. He lives in San Diego, so he earns his right to go to the beach and see the sunrise.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
That's cool.
It's amazing.
That's cool though.
Yeah, no,
like
it's
to
cool.
gift yourself these like beautiful moments.
Yeah.
Like that's a cool thing.
It is cool. I just still can't. I just can't.
I don't mean that we have to do
I just can't imagine
4:30 in the morning. No, I'm not saying any of that type of stuff, but just the discipline that he has.
Yeah.
You know, and I think he did it to inspire people, but I think, and I've done this personally. So I imagine a lot of the reason he does it is for accountability, but he posts like his watch every morning. So he has like a runner's watch, and he'll post like, you know, say 4:32 or, you know, whenever he got his phone and took the picture of his watch, just to show people that he's up at that time.
I get tired just thinking about it.
Yeah. A lot of people think he goes back to bed, but that guy is.
No, I don't. Why would you do that? That's silly.
There are definitely people that do that.
That's silly.
Influencers all on Instagram and stuff like that. No, they're doing fake pictures all the time.
That's silly.
But this guy is so hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, I do not.
Does he go to bed early though?
No, he goes to bed at like 10.
What?
Yeah. I think some of it.
Okay, so that's like.
I mean, he did. I don't know how many years in the military. So you have the early wake up times and you hang out at night and stuff like that. So different deployments.
I guess your body can get used to that.
I think so.
I truly believe that some people like can go or like work better on less sleep.
Yeah, I mean
and some people
totally true.
Need more sleep.
Yeah.
Like I can't do less sleep.
I know I'm sort of more conditioned. I think I worked in retail, you know, in food service for 8.5 years.
Yeah.
And I worked first shift.
Yeah.
So I was up at 5, usually every day.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I had to be at work at 6.
Yeah.
So I always gave myself, you know, a good hour to get ready and get to work. Not everybody did that at my work who worked at the same time. Some people gave themselves like
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
That would be me.
Get up and get to work.
That would totally be me.
Well, I like the slow wake up, drink a cup of coffee. Like I'll bring coffee, but like, well, I worked at Wawa, so I didn't bring that much coffee.
Yeah.
But have a cup of coffee in the morning. Get a shower.
Right.
You know, I would get nasty at Wawa working there all day, but still a shower was always super helpful to get me going in the mornings. Recently started doing cold showers.
Oh, did you start that?
I did start it.
That's supposed to be good for your hair. Random note, but.
Okay. Good. Well, I'm growing it back in.
Oh, nice.
Growing it back in. It's getting there. I buzzed it all off recently. I don't know why, but like the front of my hair was like so dead.
I don't know why.
I don't know why though. Like I don't blow dry it. I don't put like weird products in it or anything like that.
The only thing I can think is, but we've already talked about this, is like the facial cleanser that you use was like if it was like touching your hair and killing it up there, but
like the old one that I used to use or something?
But you use a supernatural, like organic one.
Yeah, I just switched to like a pretty natural one now.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Strange. But
sorry, you're taking cold showers now.
No.
Is that like waking you up, making you more alive?
It is interesting. I want to do it when I first wake up. I haven't done that yet. I usually wake up, I want coffee. That's routine for me. So I wake up, get coffee. Then I, do my devotions. Then I usually before I start work or at my 10 o'clock break, I'll do like a workout. So I usually don't want to shower before then.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The way that it makes you feel, like I'm thinking I might try it like first thing in the morning, like wake up, get a shower. Usually I start warm right now. I'm not doing like full cold showers. Okay. So I'll start warm and then I use this Wim Hof. It's from the Wim Hof method. He's like a yoga athlete dude. I don't even know exactly what he is. He lives over in Europe somewhere, but scientists study him because he just decided to do all of these different feats, like athletic feats.
Right.
So he'll like do a marathon in the Gobi Desert, or he'll climb Mount Everest in shorts.
Yeah.
Or he'll just sit out in the snow for who knows how long. Right. And he basically is trying to do mind over matter type exercises. So like he uses a lot of breathing methods to kind of release the carbon dioxide out of your system and, warm the inside of your body. Like, and what's cool is scientists have been able to study this as he does it. So there's a lot of kind of mystic stuff out there. But he has allowed himself to be studied by scientists. So they're able to kind of actually put some data behind what he's doing. Right.
I wonder what the similarity is between what, like the stuff that he does and those, like, what are they called? Those monks, not just regular monks.
Yeah, we've talked about this before.
Yeah, but the monks that
him before.
Like can increase their heart rate and heat up their bodies.
Yeah, I guess it does increase your heart rate.
Because you can increase, or I don't know, you can increase and lower your heart rate, I'm told, by like meditation and breathing.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. They can increase their overall body temperature, and he does a very similar thing through his breathing methods. They watch his internal body temperature just go crazy.
Yeah.
He and he can maintain it through it. The weirdest thing is like our body generally goes through like spikes of heat and cold. And then especially when we like if we were to go into something cold, like our body would induce like muscle shivers to try and warm our bodies. And he uses breathing primarily to do that.
Oh.
And what they were able to calculate was like his internal body temperature would go up and then just level off. Oh. And he was able to just maintain this for like, I don't know how many. He has Guinness World Records.
That's crazy.
For how he was able to maintain his body heat in like extremely frigid conditions. It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
But he really believes that it does a lot for your mental state. He's kind of he is kind of a mystic guy. I don't think it's that mystic. I think it's natural.
Right.
He's just sort of tapped into things through that path.
Yeah.
But he really uses it to combat depression, stress. He really thinks that his different methods, which like through breathing, exercise, and cold, right. Exposure.
Right.
And I guess meditation also, but that kind of goes in with the breathing. But he really believes that you can kind of, and this sort of goes to like a biblical thought, is like you can really take every thought captive.
Yeah.
Like you really can own your mind.
Yes.
Like your entire neural structure is at your command if you learn to be with it,
right.
if you learn to work it,
Mhm.
his whole thing is we were made to be under stress.
Mm.
And a lot of times, and this is an American thing specifically, which is his whole point is why we have so much mental health struggles in America, is because our aim or our goal is comfort.
Yeah.
So everything that we do is to maintain and to gain a comfortable
right
lifestyle.
And I think that's natural. But I guess what you were telling me earlier is that he, like back in the day before you got all these, nice heating in houses and all this comfort, that even though you're aiming for comfort, you still like had to brave the elements.
You still experienced some of it.
Yeah, like
you still had predators,
wild animals, and maybe enemies. I don't know, tribal enemies.
Yeah.
So you were always kind of on your toes a little bit, but yeah.
And his whole thing was people were healthier.
Yeah.
Back then.
Mm-hmm. I would love to. I mean,
yeah.
It was interesting because I wonder how much, like, since we are comfortable in this country and we're able to be a little bit more selfish, like how much that plays into it, because we're thinking about ourselves all the time and being comfortable and more comfortable and just kind of consumed with ourselves, how much that plays into it. But as you were talking, I was thinking of that Dr. Caroline Leaf. Her stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes me want to listen.
She's an actual scientist.
Yes.
Like neuroscientist. Yeah.
And she has really interesting stuff. And now I want to listen to it again. I subscribed to her channel and I never listened to her stuff just because
time.
But she has really.
You need to schedule.
I need to schedule it. Freedom. But she has really good stuff. And she talks about kind of the taking every thought captive. But like scientifically, you can actually you can become healthier in your brain and train yourself to be like healthier, and it actually increases like your physical health.
Yes.
But
how could it not?
If you go backwards and you don't, and you have a bunch of negative, she calls them like toxic thoughts.
Yeah.
It actually over time will cause you to have physical health issues.
Yeah.
And it's
something
amazing.
So interesting about, I don't know what the medical term is, but there are people that can induce sickness on themselves.
Oh, because they're so fearful that they might have it.
I don't know. I only know of one case, like specifically, in which a person. This one ended up being like a controversial one because the person kind of faked it. Faked having a sickness, but actually was able to like make himself believe that he really was sick eventually, kind of believed his lie eventually.
Did he actually get sick?
Had symptoms?
Oh, just symptoms, but not actually.
No, he didn't get because he was saying he had like cancer or something, but like he had like real physical symptoms from the mind.
Yeah, that's crazy.
From thinking about having this thing, and believing it. Like you can control your body, and that's the whole Wim Hof thing, is that you dictate fear, you dictate your mental reaction to extreme temperatures. You control how you, so like back to the cold shower thing, like it's not fun. And I'm only on level 1 in like the beginner's challenge.
Yeah.
So I'm doing 15 seconds.
Oh my goodness. So is it like freezing cold?
Yeah, you turn it all the way to freezing cold.
Oh my goodness. No.
So, it hits like the top of your head and like I can't feel.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But and you start you start breathing, but you can like I've noticed right away.
Doesn't it hurt though? Because I've done this before.
Okay.
So, this is how crazy I am. So I used to actually rinse off every shower with freezing cold water.
That's good.
To like, because it really is good for your hair. It like seals in like, I don't know.
How'd you feel afterwards though?
I did not like it at all. I don't remember feeling well afterwards. I remember having pain. Like not afterwards, but like when when go on my scalp, like I had pain like right in here. So you're
just letting it hit your head.
Like I wouldn't let it go like as much as possible. I would let it just go on my hair because I just wanted to rinse my hair.
Okay, so maybe that's different though, because I'm really letting it like it's hitting my head.
I mean, it sounds totally awful to touch every part of my body.
No. I mean, like there's something, at least in my experience, so far, I've only done it a few times. Maybe
it's all in your head.
I'm sure there's some sort of a placebo effect with it, because it's a challenge.
Yeah.
So that's an aspect, I think, of life too, is to like, I something that has really happened in my life over this whole pandemic is I have started just challenging myself. So like I started working out. I've worked out consistently.
Yeah, you've done so good.
And then with those workouts, the app that I use for that has challenges. So like I'll do a 30-day body weight challenge, or I'll do a 30-day, ab challenge. And then I'll, right now I'm doing a 30-day dumbbell workout challenge.
That's so amazing.
So I'm constantly trying to stress myself in some way. That's the exercise way. And I feel great afterwards. Like today, especially, I did not want to work out.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I felt kind of tense and sore and just, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
I was not feeling it. But I just took control of my mind.
Right.
And said, no, we're going to work out today.
Yeah.
You're not skipping this. And then once I did, literally after the first 2 or 3 workouts, I felt great.
Wow.
And then when I finished, I felt good because I accomplished it. So there's something about that, challenging yourself. And that's kind of how I look at the cold showers.
Yeah.
Is one, it's a challenge. And when I accomplish it, I'm like, darn right.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
So you do kind of get out of the shower like, whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's just an adrenaline rush.
But then the actual element itself is so, to me, it's invigorating.
Right.
Like to me, like I let it I turn around, I let it hit every part of me and just kind of, I'm breathing deep.
Yeah.
But I've also been able to think about my breathing. It's hard to do when it hits your head first.
Right.
That's what I've learned is when it hits your head first, you're not thinking. You're just like,
yeah.
But if I let it hit my body and then put my head under, and I can get through it a little better. But I just feel very clear afterwards.
I mean, I believe that it would do that.
I don't know.
I'm not doubting it. It's just not. Yeah, it sounds awful.
I think it just does. It does.
I think you have to get to the point. Like I'm thinking of like what's that word? Ambivalence. But yeah, you have to want to do that. Like you have to be ready to do that. You can't just like be like, oh, I think I'll do that. You have to be like, yeah, I'm going to do this. Because otherwise, like to me,
ambivalence is like clear of.
Ambivalence is like
where you're not really thinking. I thought.
No. I think it's you're undecided. You kind of go back and forth, in your mind, like deciding.
Oh, all right.
Like if you're ambivalent. So like towards like for me, like I hear that and I'm ambivalent. I'm like, yeah, I kind of would like to do that, but I'm not really like dedicated to do that.
Oh yeah.
I'm in this like.
I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
But yeah, because like it sounds great, but I'm just.
Yeah, no, I think it's been a challenge. I feel like it just kind of it allows me to, because the one thing I haven't done yet is tried any of like the breathing practices regularly. I want to try that. I want to start that. Maybe that'll be my new add-on once I start doing the cold showers consistently. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah. So challenge, it causes me to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just feel like a clarity afterwards. Like I just feel like maybe it's like when you come out of something scary or hard or dramatic
or challenging.
Yeah. Anything, maybe it's an adrenaline rush. I feel like, and this is kind of what he alludes to, is that that's good. Mm-hmm. Like adrenaline pumping through your veins is good. Mm-hmm. You know, you feel clear-headed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's its purpose. Mm-hmm. Like its purpose is I'm in a tough situation. What do I do?
Right.
Adrenaline pump through your system. Yeah. Boom. I'm thinking clearly.
Yeah.
You know,
you have the energy and strength.
Not always. It doesn't always work that way, but for the most part, that's its purpose.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can get paralyzed by fear and things like that, but that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a cool thing. It's a cool thing.
Yeah, no, that is cool.
Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
Do the breathing or the?
No. Maybe I'll do the cold shower in the morning.
Oh,
like right when I wake up and just see what that does. Because his whole thing is like, why do you need coffee?
Oh my goodness.
If you do this in the morning. I'm not ready for that because
oh my goodness.
I like coffee.
Yeah.
But
that's just, it keeps getting worse.
No, I didn't mean you have to give up coffee. But I mean, coffee is just, I don't know. Someone would have to really convince me of the health benefits of coffee. Like I love coffee. Mm-hmm. I have no plan right now of stopping, but at the same time, I don't know what the health benefits are.
Yeah.
Of coffee.
I know. Isn't it an anti-inflammatory? I think it is.
Is it? Mm-hmm. It's pretty acidic, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Maybe not.
That doesn't seem
anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's delicious. Who
cares?
Delicious. For right now, I'm going to keep doing it, but do these other things to help myself. But yeah.
Yeah, the only other, so I haven't tried these things and I don't really have a desire to, but the times where I remember being very like clear-headed and I don't know if it was adrenaline, maybe it was, but like have been times where I had to like, where I was in charge of something big and like I had to put it all in order and it was like, you know, an event and you're doing it and you've planned it for a long time and now it's time. And like, it's been those days where like I am awake. You couldn't make me take a nap if you tried. And I'm just, my head's ready. I'm clear headed and like, I feel good. And before and after, it's like always on those nights, I can't sleep. Like once the night comes, like I can't sleep for hours, not because I'm not tired or maybe I don't feel tired, but like, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that's adrenaline. Like
probably.
Cause that's not like me.
Yeah.
I'm a very sleepy person.
All right. So I think here is where some sort of a balance needs to happen and maybe should happen in all of our lives is the balance of putting yourself into situations that are stressful, like having to put everything in order, to have to, you know, coordinate, I'm sure people, you know, with some of the events that you've done for free and whatnot. And that has to be coupled with the scheduling aspects to sort of alleviate that part of the equation. So you have freedom to really, in your clarity, in that adrenaline rush,
right,
be able to navigate. Yeah, and all of the work has been done on the back end. Because I feel like that really is a killer of whatever adrenaline rush you have doing the thing.
Yeah, you do all the prep work, and then on that day is when the adrenaline comes, because now you know everything that needs to happen and you got to get it done.
Yeah. And it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, like you can just be in the moment of that when this is already accomplished.
Right.
And that's something I really want to just keep working on.
It's interesting though. Like I wouldn't, like it is fun, but at the same time, it's like, it's like a refreshing challenge, I guess I would call it.
But do you feel good afterwards though?
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. And you do. I think like, why not pursue those experiences more?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it was detrimental to your health.
Oh, no.
In any way. So like, why not just do more? You hear what I'm saying? I don't mean like do those specific events.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But I just think this is such an interesting thing to contemplate.
Yeah.
You know, why not do more? Why not put yourself out there more? Why not, you know, work out more? Why not challenge yourself more? Why not coordinate events more in order to stimulate your mind, in order to stimulate your overall health? Right.
It's probably really good for you.
I don't know.
I guess for me personally, I'm like, those times will come and I'll step up to the occasion, but I'm not going to put myself in that situation if I don't have to. I think that's just because I'm like I'm a mom and I'm tired most of the time. So I'm not thinking about ways to like to do extra stuff.
But it's not about do extra stuff. It's do stuff that is stimulating.
Right. But like when your whole day is like filled and you can't even get it all done.
No, you're right.
It feels like that's
children are pretty stimulating. Yeah. No, you're right.
Because like today, for example, I tried to take a nap. I don't know if I fell asleep at all when the kids were resting, but like I literally was like, I can't do anything else. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm sure that I could if I drank some more coffee or took a cold shower.
No, but this is the thing, though.
But I also didn't feel that great either.
I wonder, and I haven't looked into this. I don't know. I'm just getting into this stuff myself.
Yeah.
But I wonder if you just decided to do something that you wanted to do or accomplish.
Like, you mean not stuff that had to get done?
Yes. Like, I wonder how much more you would be able to get stuff done after you were energized by accomplishing something.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Maybe not in this situation, but maybe in other situations.
Well, I just think I'm just thinking for us personally. You know, how much better do we function after we've accomplished things personally? You know, do we function better in just normal kind of the have to do's of life?
Right. Probably.
If we know we just worked out today, check, you know, got that done. You know, do we exist better mentally knowing that we've challenged ourselves in personal ways?
Right.
You know, like I'm not talking about raising kids. I'm not talking about cleaning the house. I'm not talking about shoveling the driveway. You know, any of those have to do's. I'm thinking if we challenge ourselves personally, are we better people to take on the have to do's afterwards?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just something that I'm thinking about.
Probably, but
I mean, I feel better doing these other things, challenging myself in other ways. So I just
you have to want, like, so for you, like you want to exercise every day, which is super healthy and like everyone.
But I don't though. See, this is the thing though.
I thought you did want to like, but you have a goal though. You want to.
I have a goal. So
you want to be like a certain weight and you want to.
So there's
be
goals.
Stronger.
Yeah. No, there's goals. But I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do the stuff to get to it.
It's a daily chore like today. I had no desire to work out.
Right.
I went till, when did I start working out? Like 1:30. Usually I work out in the morning.
Right.
So I went to 1:30 in the afternoon and I'm like, I don't want to do this. Just, and then I just walked downstairs and grabbed the dumbbells and brought them upstairs. And then once I started, I was fine.
Right.
So it's definitely not a challenge.
Right. Oh, no, I know that. But I'm like, you really want the outcome. Like that, you want that. Whereas like, I feel like for me, maybe this is a bad thing, but like, I don't really have like certain things now, like certain goals that or achievements I want to get to that like, I really want to get to.
Personally?
Yeah. Like.
Why? Why do you think?
I don't know. Like, I can't think of any right now off the top of my head.
Isn't that weird? So you have no goals for yourself personally?
Well, like, I guess I do, but not like not in that way. Not like in physically, like I have goals that maybe I would like to attain to, but I'm like,
why don't you?
The thought of that is just like, I'm like, I don't want to have to do the work to get there.
Okay. But so you're already deciding.
Right. Like I don't, I don't want it enough because, or like, that's not.
But why don't you want any goals for yourself though?
No, it's not that. I just can't think of any right now.
Well, no, like, okay, let's take the physical.
Okay.
Why? Like, I'm kind of going back as kind of far as we can go in your personal process.
Okay.
Why don't you have any goals right now for yourself?
For the physical, let's
stick with physical.
Okay.
Why don't you have any physical goals for yourself?
Oh, well, I am trying to exercise 3 times a week, but
no,
it's like,
but that's a chore right now.
That's a chore, yeah.
Why don't you have any goals? Like, why don't you want anything for yourself physically?
Like, I just don't want it enough. That's the thing.
But but this is the thing. What do you want?
I think I would like to be like more tone and just heart healthy.
Okay, but why don't you allow yourself to like say this is a goal? Because like it just sounds like you're already excusing
because
even putting the goal in place, like not even saying I'm going to go for it right now, but like
because if you put a goal in place,
like
then
automatically
well, because then you have to do it.
But you don't have to.
Yes, you do.
I have tons of goals.
See, that's how it's a personality thing. It's a personality thing.
Yeah, are you sure?
It's a personality thing.
I don't know about
if
that.
I have that goal, then I'm a failure if I don't do it. So I'm only going to put that goal. I'm only going to put that goal in place when I say, yes, I'm going to do that.
So you're the type of person when you decide on a goal.
Right. That's why I'm crazy. That's why I'm crazy. Like that is why I'm like, I'm crazy sometimes.
Interesting.
Because especially if I tell people.
So you're afraid of making goals for yourself.
If I tell people I'm going to do something, then.
Well, you don't have to tell me.
No. Like I'm talking about just in general. Like if I talk to someone and I say whatever it is, like I will be really angry at myself if I don't do that.
No,
like for them or whatever.
That.
Like
I understand that, but for yourself.
But it applies to myself too. Once I make that, then I have to do it. And then it's just like, yeah, I'm not ready to do that yet.
Yeah. I wish it wasn't a chore though. Like, I wish it wasn't.
I think it'll change when I'm not tired all the time. Like, I always wonder, and I think it's just because I'm a mom of 3.
Yeah.
But like, I literally am tired all the time.
No, I know.
And like, I don't like sometimes I used to think it was like health related that something might be wrong, but I don't think there's anything wrong with me. I'm just tired all the time.
No,
and I'm someone who needs like lots of sleep.
Yeah. No, I see it. So I know the kids. So
I feel like it's just, yeah, I'm just like, I just want to like, my goals are basically like make sure the kids are healthy and clean and groomed and the house. Like I care about my house a lot.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look the way I want it almost all the time.
Right.
So that's like kind of draining on me.
Yeah.
But also I know that that's actually not that important. So, but it still bothers me.
Right.
Because like when our kids are out of the house, we're going to have like 1/4 of the stuff we have right now.
Yeah, true.
I'm going to be like, we're getting rid of all of this.
True. I know you will. I know you will. I'm hiding things right now, buying storage compartments.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Going down the street to that storage place.
Oh, my goodness.
Like,
that makes me want to puke. We will not do that. We will not do that.
I'll never tell you about it. That's for sure.
We will not pay for a storage unit. We'll sell those things.
You will. You definitely will. Oh, man.
Yeah. You got sidetracked a little bit. I don't know. But that's my answer to your question, whatever that was initially.
Yeah. We'll talk about it again. I just think it's interesting because, like, personally, I want you to be able to have goals. Like, personally, I want you to, like, I don't want you to make your goals like a family goal or like a, I don't know I don't know. I'll have to think about it more.
Okay, so I'm curious to see if other people think this, but like, I wonder if it's a mom thing or if it's like my personality, or maybe it's a mix of both.
I think it's your personality.
Because like,
I've seen some moms that have some crazy personal goals.
That's true. That's true.
There was this one lady that used to come into Wawa and like, she would get pregnant pretty regularly.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, businesswoman, and she would like have the baby and like you wouldn't see her for like a couple weeks and then she'd come back in and she was like toned.
Wow.
So she would have that baby and like I would hear her talking to some of the other ladies and like she would talk about, her workout. She wanted to get back into whatever shape she was beforehand and you would have no idea.
Wow.
So you could get some weird things in that.
Right.
And like you just have some weird drive.
Right. I mean, that's good. Hey.
But I mean, yeah, she accomplished that for herself and that's awesome. But I'm just like certain. I think it's a personality thing.
Yeah.
Because there were some people that would get pregnant and like they are whatever weight they got to for life now.
Right.
They have no desire to go back to the ways of the past.
So I guess, so there it is. So I did meet one personal goal. That was my goal to get back to like my regular weight.
Yeah.
And I did do that. And then I was like, okay, that's good for now.
Yeah. No.
But that didn't take too much effort. That's not like, it was more like just
that was
eating
just
healthy.
Being healthy, which is a goal.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. And
so that's a goal of mine that I maintain. So it's not like a goal that I've set that I have to achieve yet. I continually I do care about my eating habits, like my health.
I'm just fascinated by the way how quickly you're able to like kind of justify the reasons why you don't have certain goals in place. Like, cause just it was so fascinating to like watch you justify like why this couldn't happen.
Yeah.
And it was it was just fascinating to watch your brain work. So it's so interesting to me. So I just want to like think about it more and maybe we can revisit it another time.
My challenger. You're going to challenge me.
I am going to challenge you. Yeah. Yeah. My Enneagram 8 is coming out. I don't know. This is fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for people who are listening, we're going to do this pretty regularly. I know you've heard Brittany on many other podcasts that we've done, but this one's going to be a little different where this is going to be the home edition podcast that me and Britt are just going to do regularly. I can't say that word. Oh my goodness.
It sounded normal to
regularly.
The more you think about it, the worse it'll get.
I know. We're gonna do this on a regular basis together, and we're just gonna talk about things like we talked about tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And this will be therapy for us. And
yes.
Just kidding. But we're gonna talk about kids. We're gonna talk about parenting. We're going to talk about home life. We're going to talk about scheduling, working out, a lot more practical topics. So I'm excited for this because I kind of want to dig into that stuff and get away from some of the bigger issues in life right now. And just figure out how we can be better.
Yeah.
How we can do life better.
Right.
So if you're interested in this, keep coming back. I think I'm going to release this one on Monday. I think we're going to do this Mondays.
Sounds good.
That way you can start your week off with some practical conversations.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll be fun for you. Hopefully you'll really get something out of it. And thanks everybody for listening. We love you all. Make sure before you go that you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're on YouTube, give us a 5-star review. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or another audio only platform. And we'll see you on the next episode. All right, guys. See ya.
So you gotta smash like, subscribe, click the links down below so I make a time. Comment, say hi, hit the bell so I know I'll see you next time. Smash like, subscribe, click the links down below so I make a time. Comment, say hi, hit the bell so I know I'll see you next time. Next time, next time, so I know I'll see you next time. Next time, next time, so I know I'll see you next time. Next time, next time, so I know I'll see you next time. Next time, next time, so I know I'll see you next time.